What is going on, Maximum Football fans out there? And today, we're going to go back and revisit an old topic that we talked about before, which is dynamic weather and what we would like to see in the future. This is by no means right when the game comes out, but in the future of Maximum Football, we would like to see weather that really impacts gameplay. And with saying that, what would be really awesome is if you got to actually kind of choose the surface for your stadium, or the actual, like, the groundskeeping crew. And this would apply a rating to your field. So during certain weather events, say for instance, if it was a snow game, your team would either have -4 speed, -3 acceleration, -4 agility, -4 stamina. And then in a rain game, the stats would adjust accordingly, either giving your players a buff or a debuff on the surface. And the same would go for your opponents. And also for a just sunny day, what kind of surface do you have? How does your groundskeeping crew keep up with that? And what would be awesome about having that built into the game, you could finally have equipment that matters. Now, take this for instance. You would take certain cleats. There are certain cleats would have stats on them. So you would have cleats that would give you +3 speed, but say it would only give you +1 agility. So this would make the gear in the game actually matter. It just wouldn't be a vanity thing. It just wouldn't be an aesthetic. You could have the same thing for your towels. Certain towels give you better catching. You know what I mean? So there's 10,000 ways that you could go with this. And I think that this would be a very dynamic thing to bring into Maximum Football. Now, the next thing that I always talk about is fluidity. And that goes down to the way that a game looks, the players move about the field. Maximum's doing a pretty good job at this so far, but where I would like to see it tightened up is actually on the field. And if you look from the footage that they released from the latest playtest, the guys look, I'm not going to say that they don't move totally fluid, but there is a little bit of jankiness and a choppiness to it. If they can smooth this out, have post-game, pre-game interactions looking fluid, the way that you go in and out of the UI, I think that they'll be on to something. But not to say that this looks bad, but if anybody has looked at games before, it looks like a lot of snapping happening. The offensive linemen look like they're kind of snapping into position. They need more of those blending animations to make the game look overall fluid. And these are some of the things that we would like to see down the road. We're talking about 1.5 years, 2 years into the game, things that we would like to see in Maximum Football outside of the fluidity. We'd like to see the fluidity on day one. But nonetheless, this has been Smokin' Jay, and I will see you either in the ring or on the field.